Hi guys, I want to show you something called Faraday's Law I made, and so it's pretty complicated, but not for younger people, maybe a little complicated. So let's start. Sorry, my sister's gonna come in any second. So Faraday's Law by Cornelia Point and Michelle Barlow. So the purpose is the explanation and demonstration of how a magnet can produce an electric current through a coil of copper wire. Meaning, we're demonstrating how magnets can produce electric current through a copper wire. So, our hypothesis is that without a battery, we hypothesize that when a coil of copper wire that contains electrons is exposed to a magnetic field, this causes electrons to move and it creates an electric current. So basically, the electrons inside the copper wire that's exposed to a magnetic field will cause the electrons to move and it causes an electric current. And so our key components or materials, so we have 6 things. First is the magnet. So this creates the magnetic field, and the bigger it is, the stronger the field. We have the coil of copper wire, the source of movable electrons, and a dense coil of copper wire will produce the largest electric field. So practically, coil of copper wire is saying that, well, it is a source of movable electrons, and also, if you had a coil of copper wire in a straight line just spread out, there can be a lot of air, so not a lot of electric will be produced. But if you have it all scrunched together, there's no air spaces, so the electrons will produce the electric field. And then we have the capacitor, which is practically a rechargeable battery, and this stores the electricity produced by the copper coil. And we have our on-off switch, and this releases the electrons from the capacitor to turn on the light or motor and anything else you're using. We have a body, and practically it's saying provides a structure / orientation of all the components so they can properly function. Meaning it provides the structure so nothing is falling apart or anything, so it can properly function. And then the bulb or motor, and it uses the electricity to provide a benefit. So this is the diagram of what it looks like. So as you can tell, there's no battery. So here's the magnet, the coil, and the capacitor. So here's the on-off switch, and here's the flashing light. So when the magnet goes through the coil, it produces an electric field which charges the capacitor, meaning you could turn on the light. And the capacitor, remember, is not a battery. It's not a regular battery, it has to be recharged. So the positive control is that the battery can produce an electric current and can turn an electric motor. See, here's my sister walking in. So, like I said, the positive control, meaning the battery can produce an electric current, and so it turns on the motor or the light or whatever you're using. So, in our demonstration is that without a battery, we will prove that we can create an electric current to turn on the light and the motor on. So, if you could see, we would have a light just like it was on the diagram that I'll show. We'll have like that, but you have to shake it, and then the magnet, as you shake it, the magnet will go through the coil and charge the capacitor. The bibliography, well, we use some of the information from this website, and in the 1830s, Michael Faraday, I'll tell you something about Michael Faraday. He was a scientist who discovered that by passing a magnet through a coil of water, an electric current is created. This also happens when a person charges a shake flashlight. So, I just wanted to show you a little bit about Faraday's Law. Hope you enjoy, subscribe, and peace.